Okay, so we are gonna figure this here. Make sure everything looks good. Okay, awesome. Hold on, guys. Okay, we're all good over there. Welcome in, welcome in. Anybody that's just strolling through. I'm trying to see if I can see my own live channel. Oh, interesting. I don't think that I can. I think I would have to go to a different YouTube to actually see what's going on. Hi JJ, how are you? Welcome in, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to check some stuff because I'm also streaming on YouTube. So I just want to make sure. Oh, ooh, shouldn't have said that. YT. So I just wanted to make sure. Oh, no sound. Hold on, there's no sound. That doesn't make sense that there's no sound. Oh, unless it's... Can you guys hear me now? Yeah, I have a mic on. Hold on. Oh, I was muted, that's why. Simple little tech problem there. Glad we figured that out. Great news. Yeah, so Sammy, I can't see the YouTube, so you're gonna have to keep me updated here. Alright. So how you doing, JJ? How's everyone doing? JJ looks like Christy, or I'm sorry, Krista, Josie. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate that, Lily. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. We're going to be doing a spirit led here soon. Thank you so much for the heart me, Trevi. I really appreciate all the support and the shares. Literally everything helps so much. So thank you so much. Lily just sharing out like it's your job. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, and hopefully, I don't know, Sammy, I know you're kind of busy, but hopefully it looks okay on YouTube. Because I think I need a different YouTube channel to have it. And I don't currently think that I have another one connected here on this phone anyway. I will switch our managed account. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm going to get started. Hey, Jules, how are you? Good to see you again. Good to see you guys. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted, but I just want to make sure that... Okay, hold on. Yeah, I think I'm... Okay, there we go. Awesome. Okay, so I can see the YT as well. So we are all good to go. Hey, Bama Beauty, how are you How are you doing? How are you going today? Is what I was gonna say. How are you doing? Thank you so much for sharing out the live. I really appreciate it. Jules, thanks for the Go Populars. Thank you, thank you. And the heart me, I appreciate it so much. Okay, and we are already at 17 people in the room, so we are going to get started with a spirit-led mediumship here. So if you're not familiar with what a spirit-led mediumship is, basically I'm a medium and I connect with somebody, you are considered the sitter. So basically with spirit-led, I don't know what you're talking about for the future. Oh, you can't. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like reversed. Aw, I know we're trying a bunch of different new stuff here. Hey, thanks, Bama Beauty, for the kitties. I appreciate that. Hey, Renee, good to see you. So happy to see you guys. So happy. Yeah, sorry it's like reversed up here. I didn't even realize that that happened. But you guys get the idea. This is gonna be a spirit-led mediumship, and so once again, I'm a medium, and with Spirit Led, I basically open up the room to your guys' energy. I'm gonna ask you guys at some point to let me know that you're open with your favorite emojis or really whatever you want to let me know. And then I basically just pull forward whatever spirit seems really the most eager in regards to getting a message through. Hold on one second, guys. I'm actually gonna grab something here. Do, do, do. Okay. Alright. I wanted to grab a deck just in case I need it here. Okay. So I feel pretty ready to get started right now. And oh my goodness, just to let you guys know, so here, let's do this just because the spirit is already pretty eager. Good afternoon, Linda. Welcome in. Hi, Miss Williams. So everybody let me know if you're open for me to connect with you. You can drop your favorite emoji or just let me know that you're open. That allows me to pull through your energy and your loved ones and basically just talk to them. Sometimes spirits are still apprehensive about mediums, so it's completely okay if you feel safe with it to let your loved ones know, like, hey, CJ, Carly, she's okay to come bring a forward message or a message forward type of deal. I want to let you guys know to keep all personal information out of the chat. I know on YouTube there's that description to let people know. Just, don't be dropping personal information in the chat, such as, oh, this is my Uncle Henry, it sounds like, because it's only going to really mess me up. So just keep that in mind. You guys can always talk amongst yourself when I'm reading here. But just no personal information because it genuinely does just throw me off. Yeah. And you just want to be patient for your message to come through because the more you're patient, the more accurate it's going to be as well, is what I'm getting right now. So I'm going to give 10 pieces of information. And when I say information, that's basically going to be information that can relate to your past loved ones. And I say that plural because they can often bring through like significant details of other past loved ones that they were close with. Hopefully none of my speakers are on here. Oh no! Okay, because they can bring forward information from your other past loved ones. It's not going to be a far connection, so don't be overreaching. We don't want to overly connect things. We really want to focus on accuracy here. And then also, don't like disregard the reading. Sometimes I know people message me afterwards and they're like, oh my God, this was like so accurate for me as well. Like if it's you, definitely, put your foot forward, even if it's just like one thing you may not resonate with. We'll get to that. We're going to be working based off of percentages. So at the end of me giving all the information, um, basically I am going to I'll describe the percentages and we will go from there type of deal. So yeah, I just really feel like I should get started because I feel like this is a very eager spirit. And typically when it's a very eager spirit, this is going to be a spirit that when they show me that they're eager, it's symbolic for they've been looking for this connection. You've been looking for this connection. It's a mutual thing type of deal. So just keep that in mind. Yes, what Jules said. If you give personal information, you will get muted. Sometimes, you just get muted for a moment, or sometimes you get muted for the whole life. It really just depends on, how well you can pay attention to directions, because I put a lot of directions in the description box. So if you don't know what the directions are, scroll out and scroll back in, and you'll see them, and they are very detailed. Okay, so let's get started here. And as I'm writing these pieces of evidence, I may not talk as I'm doing that. So I apologize for anyone that may send gifts, share, just support me in general. Hi, Queen. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, so I don't know actually what I was saying. But oh yeah, I may talk as I'm giving the information. Um, but please don't like interrupt with once again personal information. You never want to feed a medium. If the medium's authentic, once again, it will just throw the medium off. And or you'll just attract scammers. You don't want to give too much information out on these lives, especially on TikTok, because I always say it's the Wild West out here. Brittany, thank you so much for the shares. I appreciate it. And is that Yes, I knew that was Sasha. Hi, Sasha. How you doing? My spirit-led mediumship is backwards, but just ignore that, guys. We got the idea. I'm streaming both on TT and YT, so we're trying something a little bit different here. If you have been trying to connect with a grandmother, I mean, she's pretty adamant about being a grandmother, so if she isn't literally your grandmother, you really looked at her like a grandmother. Aw, thank you, Sasha. I appreciate that. We've been working on it, trying to kind of excel the live here and get places. So, yes, remember to follow. It's an important thing. Sometimes I get people reads and they don't follow, and I kind of get sad because if you want your notes or another connection, it's kind of like I'm getting to know your loved one in general when I bring them in the room. So the first connection may not be as strong, but then the second connection can come through like even more strong because they basically know me. Spirits are very much just like the people they were here on earth as they are on the other side. Thank you for the finger hearts. I appreciate it. I don't know who that was. Heather, thank you for, or Savannah, thank you for sharing the live. Heather, thank you for the follow. Thank you guys for joining in here. Aww. Ooh, popping off on FYP. I love that. Okay, so let me kind of focus here. I'm going to be looking down once again. Please leave personal information out of the chat. Thanks to Christine for the follow. I may talk a little bit as I'm going. Um, but just wait till I'm fully done with all 10 pieces of information. We'll go through it as a full recap, and then at that point, once again, I'll ask you guys for your percentages. Aw, thank you, Josie. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for the heart me, Heather. Welcome in to anyone on YT. I really can't see right now if there is anyone, but welcome in to anybody. Oh, yay, missed. I love that. Hey, Sasha, it's okay to be in and out. I never have any expectations out of any of you guys. I love you so much just for all the support that you bring forward anytime I am live. So, thank you, Rose, for the FYP. Thank you, Heather, for the roses. Holy crap, I appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you. You did not have to do all of that. And thank you, Clifton, for sharing the live. I appreciate it. Everyone that's sharing the live, if I'm missing you. I'm on my fifth piece of information, so I'm just trying to kind of gather more here. Thank you for the hand heart. I appreciate that, Heather. You're so nice. Nicole, nice to see you also. Hmm. Okay, so let's see. I know, Sasha. Thank you for the heart, me, Lenora. My banner is flipped. We gotta figure out kind of how to fix it. I'm streaming on two things right now, so we're just trying things out right now. A little, sometimes technical difficulties type of deal. Okay, guys, I got the 10 pieces of information. So if you're just popping in now with the live, I did want to let you know I'm a medium. I'm basically just allowing people to step forward, as in past loved ones. This information that I'm going to be giving, I try to ask them exactly. Oh my God, Amy, yeah, too funny. I know you're like, what the heck is going on? Aw, thank you, Heather, and thank you for all of the support. It really means so much. The follows, guys. Thank you, Katie. Um, this spirit is really she's very intense in a good way. I'll write that down. Oh, you already sent in, Sammy? Is it okay if I wait to do? Oh yeah. Well, okay, we can do yours after, Sammy, to get you connected to the person that you want to connect with. So that's amazing. First, let's do the spirit lad because I know you got some patience over here, and Sammy's kind of moderating everything that I'm doing right now. And with the help of Sammy, that's how I get this beautiful setup and whatnot. Thank you for the heart, me, Samantha. Okay, guys, so if you're just stepping in the room, like I said, I'm going to be giving 10 pieces of information. I'm a medium. If you guys are really resonating with this, you would be considered the sitter. When I bring you up in the box, you'd be considered the sitter if the relationship does build type of deal. So hold on one second. Let me do. Sammy, I don't even know how. Is it echoing? Is it echoing for you guys? Okay, so it could be something just That's interesting that you said that, though. Thank you guys for letting me know. Interesting that that person said that, though, because I felt like I kept hearing myself talk, so I kept like turning the volume down on my phones. But oh, well, I say or sack, exit out and come back in. So I'm going to be giving you guys 10 pieces of information that are from a past loved one who has presented themselves here. Please do not put any personal information in the chat. Wait until, and no personal information even in the end. What we're going to be doing is working off of percentages. So if you resonate with everything, that's going to be 100% and so on type of deal. Okay, so I do have a grandmother coming through. Oh, awesome, Sa. I'm glad that fixed it. How weird that it was echoing. I would definitely pay attention. This read could be for you because that's a weird coincidence that I was like hearing myself talk before. So the first piece of information is this is definitely it's not exactly your grandmother, you really looked at her like a grandmother. So that's the spirit that's stepping forward. That's the first piece of information. Once again, this information can relate to your past loved ones, plural. It can relate to you or someone in your intermediate circle. For example, I know sometimes people, it's their first mediumship read, and I'll bring up, something like October, and they're like, oh, no, that doesn't really resonate. But October can also resonate to somebody else's birthday that is still living or even past, but they would be connected to the spirit in some way. It's not going to be like, your third cousin that your grandma's bringing up. It wouldn't be something like that. There's going to be times that I say, that I know for certain that this is the case. Thank you for the heart, me tragic. I appreciate that. And the rose. Thank you so much, guys, for the support. So yeah, this information can relate to them, it can relate to you or someone in your intermediate circle. So just keep that in mind for when the read is going on. So once again, there's a grandmother coming through. If it wasn't literally your grandmother, you definitely looked at her like a grandmother. The second piece of information is sorry, I just thought about this one too. The second piece of information is they brought forward the number 25. Hey, Caitlin, how are you? And Sa, thank you for the follow. So she brought up the number 24. This can mean an age. It doesn't necessarily have to be the age that she died, and I don't think that is when she passed away. I think if anything, it would be like a significant event. It would be your age at the time, something like that. It's going to be an age that there's going to be some sort of transition, like a birth, death, that sort of thing. But with the 24, so 24 can also mean that they're bringing up like the 24th of a month that's significant. They could be bringing up 2024 that's significant or February 4th that's significant. You don't have to resonate with all, you just have to resonate with one. If you resonate with more, all the more merrier. The third piece of information is she was saying that she had brown hair. Sometime 24 is what I said, Robin. Sorry about that if you guys can't hear me all that clear. Trying to move my mic a little bit closer, maybe that will help. Okay, so she was telling me that she has brown hair. This is another thing sometimes people get confused about is they're like, no, she didn't have brown hair. She had like white or whatever type of hair before she passed. She's specifically bringing up like when she was younger for whatever reason. I'm sure she'll get more into detail about why she's bringing that up. I feel like she was like kind of like, I don't know, she's describing herself as like a hot little thing. I feel like they always do this with me. Like that she was just she's showing me like a picture of her outside, longer brown hair. I would say maybe like to here. Um, she may be with one other person in this picture, but she looks tan and it's a sunny day. So, okay. And then for the fourth piece of information is you absolutely have to be able to resonate with the a B name. So I did get Barbara. It doesn't necessarily have to be Barbara, and it doesn't necessarily have to be in relation to a female, but you absolutely have to be able to resonate with a B name for certain. The fifth piece of information is I really do feel like she like smoked cigs and she loved it is basically what she was saying. The sixth piece of information is when I asked her about her personality, right away she said that she was fun. She was like a ray of sunshine that she explains. And she has just like a really fun personality. And as I said, she was very eager when she came in. So typically, that's symbolic for me that this grandmother has been looking for this connection with you and you vice versa type of deal. The seventh piece of information is you absolutely have to be able to resonate with August in some way. Once again, it doesn't necessarily have to be their death date, their birth date. This can be significant in another way, like a significant other, a child, maybe even you. The months you always have to be able to absolutely resonate with. It's not going to be something that you can't recognize. And then the eighth piece of information is March. So you have to be able to resonate with that. The 10th piece of information is she was like making me feel like she would like sneak away and smoke cigarettes, and it was kind of like something like she would get caught doing, but she just brought it up in a really funny way. How she just like kind of like was like, okay, I'm gonna go smoke a cig when I feel like she definitely shouldn't, not definitely shouldn't have been, but she should have been on maybe a little bit better behavior type of deal. The 11th piece of information is, like I said when I was talking, she's very like intense, but in a good way, and she feels very nurturing. It's like she's kind of bringing up another date too. See, she just said the 21st, so I'm gonna stick with the 21st. But once again, I mean, it could be the age 21, it could be 2021, or it can be February 1st that you resonate with. You don't have to resonate with all, you just have to absolutely resonate with one. I do feel like it has something to do with like a date, though. I mean, they all kind of have to do with a date. So I don't know. I'm going to leave that up to you guys and we'll see how it builds. Please keep percentages out of the chat. It's going to make me probably have a harder time reading the room. So you just don't want to put any type of percentages until I say. Thank you, Galina. I appreciate for the heart. I appreciate the heart me. Okay, guys, now we can put our percentages. So if you resonate with everything, drop 100%. If you can't resonate with one thing, drop 99. If you can't resonate with two things, that would be 98. And if you're at 97 and below, please don't put your percentages because that's something called a postcard. So your spirit is very much here. You could be next up, but you could be next up, but it's just not your time right now to get the full message. It's not ready typically type of deal. Um, and it's just them coming in, giving you a kiss on the cheek and saying, "Hey, maybe you'll be next or I'll see you another time." So don't take it in a bad way. It definitely is just them trying to push forward and they kind of know when you'll get distracted and things like that. So I see a lot of 100% in here. Usually I do not get this many 100%. Okay. Okay, so since there is so many 100% in here, basically what I'm gonna do is get some more information here. I'll do a recap so anybody that's coming in the room, you guys will be able to also kind of see if you relate to the spirit or not. Because sometimes that happens. Sometimes, it just takes a little bit for the sitter to come into the room. So I'm just writing some more information here, guys, so we can nail down kind of who the sitter is. Just because, thank you, Amy, for the follow, since we do just have a lot of 100%. I'm not disregarding the 99%. I'm just, kind of trying to feel things out here and how we can push this forward in a better way. And then after this, I do have one person on my, aw, thank you, Latrice, for the nice to meet you. Nice to meet you also. I appreciate that. And guys, once again, just keep, personal information out of the chat because there is a lot of people that come in here that, like, really shouldn't be, even on TikTok, in my opinion. So you just want to keep your personal information to yourself. That way you're not getting scammed afterwards. Even after my lives, people try to like be like, "Oh, this is the read for you," and I'm like, "No, I don't resonate with that. Sorry." So not only does it happen to you guys, it happens to also mediums as well. Yeah, I'm interested. Thank you, Jana and Boo. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the love you so much. Let me know, yeah, guys, if there's any audio problems because that will just help me next time. There definitely could be a crackle. Hopefully, there's no like fires going on in the other room. Wow, she really wants to keep focusing on you. I feel like the sitter is going through so much right now. Sorry, I kind of went overboard with this one, but we had a lot of 100%, so we're gonna see who this spirit belongs to. Oh, thank you so much for the heart me. I appreciate that. I'm trying to pay attention here, guys, too, so not to miss all the support. Thanks, Stormy, for the follow. I appreciate all the follow, guys. I try to follow back as much as I can. Sometimes I start to get restricted on how many people I can follow, so I do tend to forget, but I do try my best. So just keep that in mind. I love that name, Dino Nugget. Okay, guys, so if you're just coming in the room right now, we are doing a spirit led. I do have someone on the list afterwards, so just keep that in mind. But right now, this is for somebody in the room. So I do have a grandmother that's stepping forward. This is going to be a full recap, so if you're coming in, once again, I always like to remind people this information can relate to your past loved ones, it can relate to you, or it can relate to someone in your intermediate circle. Okay, so I have a grandmother coming through. If it's not literally your grandmother, it's definitely someone you looked at like a grandmother. Like, there's no doubt in that. She seemed very eager, so this would be a message when the spirit's very eager, it typically means that the sitter's been looking for a message from this loved one, and the spirit has also been trying to like step forward, vice versa. Um, Sorry, she's telling me some more. Okay, so it's a grandmother. That's the first piece of information. The second piece of information is I got the number 24. So 24 can be like a significant age of a transition. It can be a death, it can be a birth, it can be just something like an age that you had a really hard time. That would be memorable, but it could also mean that they're bringing up the 24th of a month, 2024, or February 4th. You don't have to resonate with everything, you just have to resonate with one thing. The third piece of information is she was telling me that she had brown hair at some point, kind of a little bit past her shoulder, is what I'm seeing. Um, and she was telling me she was like a hot little thing. Like, she's a really funny personality, not gonna lie. Then she showed me a picture of like her outside. Just, I know it's a sunny day. There may be one other person in the picture, but I can't quite tell. Maybe it's the energy of the person that's taking the picture for her, but she is outside, like in like a specific outfit. Okay, so the fourth piece of information is I got the name Barbara, so you don't have to necessarily resonate with the name Barbara. Barbara, it doesn't have to be Barbara and it doesn't necessarily have to be a female, but you absolutely have to be able to resonate with a B name. The fifth piece of information is she said she smoked and she loved it, and she was referring to cigarettes from what I could tell. The sixth piece of information is when I asked her about her personality, right away she said that she was fun, which I can definitely tell. She said she was like a ray of sunshine stepping into the room type of deal. The seventh piece of information is August is definitely significant. Eighth piece of information is March is definitely significant. Um, I labeled these wrong, so we're just gonna go to the 10th piece of information. She's making me feel like when she was older, I'm gonna say when she was older, this would be anywhere from like 60 to 76 years old. I feel like she would like sneak out to the garage and smoke a cigarette, like just sneak away and smoke. She was just like being very mischievous about it, is what she was saying. The 11th piece of information is she's very like intense, but in a good way type of deal. Um, yeah, it could be today's date as well. That definitely could be it. That's happened before. Especially when they have personalities like this that are super fun. They tend to kind of mess with me at times to just kind of like test me and see kind of what's going on type of deal. So the 11th piece of information, once again, she's intense in a good way and she's super nurturing. The 12th piece of information is the 21st is significant, 21 is significant, 2021 is significant, or I'm sorry, it would be, yeah, February 1st it would be significant. You don't have to resonate with all of those, but you do have to be able to resonate with one of them. The 13th piece of information is she brought up something about like, I don't know, red again. I'm getting the color red as being so significant. I don't know if it's a truck or a vehicle, but red is definitely significant. The 14th piece of information is when I was kind of like asking about the sitter, she was telling me that, so I'm the medium. If you're resonating with this, you would be the sitter. So she was telling me the sitter felt like really heavy, just like you feel really lost and lonely. And I'm just sorry to anyone that feels that way because it's never a good feeling. The 15th piece of information is she like directed me towards her chest. Like, I feel like she was trying to show me like a necklace and an important piece of jewelry. It could have been like I want to say crystal like, maybe clear, I don't know, or just like a specific necklace that was very significant. And then the 15th piece, or I'm sorry, the 16th piece of information is she was bringing up books. Books definitely have to be significant in some way. She said she loved to read and that you actually have a book that she's urging you to read. And it feels like the sitter kind of just now was like, oh my God, I think this might be for me type of deal. The 17th piece of information is she's like your grandfather. Oh, Shelby, welcome in. I'm glad you're getting postcards. So the 17th piece of information is she's saying that your grandfather is with her on the other side. So there's going to be some sort of relevance with that. He could have passed recently. I don't know necessarily that it's the grandmother and grandfather that were married, but that's something that feels like it was really important to her to bring up type of deal. Okay, and then the 18th piece of information is just once again, she was like just explaining how much like you're really going through. Like it's a lot. I I mean like when I start to stutter, that means that it's definitely a lot type of deal. Um, and then the other piece here is 19. The 19th piece of information is July absolutely has to be significant. The 20th piece of information is she brought up the 17th of a month being significant. It could be the age 17, number 17, 2017, or January 7th. So you have to be able to resonate with one of those. You don't have to resonate with all of them. And she's definitely like a freeing spirit. Like she feels like very free and curious would be the best way I think of explaining her. She was very youthful, like okay, I'm just gonna stop there because I feel like she's given me a lot. So if you resonate with everything, that's gonna be 100%. And once again, I went through 21 pieces of information. So please, if you didn't hear all of it, just stick around. It could be for you, but you know, that type of deal. So if you resonate with everything, that's 100%. If you can't resonate with one thing, that's 99. Two things is 98. Three things is 97. 97 and below, it's just a postcard, and a postcard is basically your loved one is in the room just saying, hello, hi, I love you so much. Um, but I'm just not quite ready to get your message through yet, type of deal. But it doesn't mean that it won't come. They just pop by to say hi sometimes. So once again, guys, this information can relate to you. It can relate to your past loved ones, or it can relate to someone in your intermediate circle, like a significant other or a child. So I saw someone said that they didn't sneak away, or that they used to sneak away to smoke, but I really feel like it's her, like it's her sneaking away to smoke, and um, I feel like someone would catch her on occasion. There are so many 100% still. Like, this is so crazy. Hmm. Let's see what to do here. Hundreds and 99s. We are getting a lot of them here. We only have 68 people in the room, so that's pretty intense. Okay, so an N name is definitely significant. She gave me the name Nancy. It doesn't necessarily have to be Nancy, and it doesn't necessarily hold off, guys, on the percentages right now because I'm going to give a little bit more. So if you listen to everything, you have to also resonate with the letter N as being significant. The name doesn't necessarily have to be Nancy, but it can be. It doesn't have to be Nancy, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a female type of deal. She went really quick with this, but she said something significant about like the backyard or bacon. That is funny. I always feel like I get two B's usually. And she's telling me how the sitter really, like, you're a lot like your grandmother, whether she was biologically your grandmother or somebody that you looked at as a grandmother, you really took on her energy type of deal. So the sitter is going to resemble her very much. I feel like the sitter also has brown hair. I don't know why they've been doing that for me lately. And then once again, so she's brought up the 24th 3 times, so there's definitely something too funny. That's a 24th piece of information as well. So the 24th is definitely something you absolutely have to be like super significant with. Hold on one second, guys. I'm just gonna stand up here and just drink my drink. Okay, hold off on percentages right now. I'm gonna recap where we kind of left off, which I think was hmm. I love that you said that, Josie. Lots of postcards. I don't know. So many people had such amazing wild Nana like me. We were blessed. You guys definitely were blessed, that's for sure. She has a really fun personality. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the heart me, Brittany. You guys know I always get M names. I feel like her name started with an M. I could be wrong about that, but an M name is definitely significant. Yes, it will be super special. Welcome in, Michael. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate it. I'm doing good. How you doing? Good to see you. Okay. So the people that have been listening, hold on, Amber. We have literally a whole page of information, so it's a lot to recap. Stick around because your spirit may be able to come through. I do have one person on the list that I'm going to be bringing up. Um, but hot dog, too funny. That's so guys, I'm only gonna recap a certain portion of it. So if you haven't been here for the full piece, then just hang around because hey, you never know. The spirit still could come forward for you later on. All right. So let's see. So I kind of left off. I feel like I'm gonna start here. So if you've been listening to, we're at the 18th piece of information here. So you've had to resonate with all 18 pieces of information. Oh, thank you, LJ. I appreciate that. So if you haven't resonated with all 18 pieces of information prior, please just hold your percentages because there's a lot of people that are getting 100%. So there may be something going on, a little surprise from spirit. They like to throw in some fun stuff. Okay, so once again, the sitter is going through a lot right now. 19th piece of information is July absolutely has to be significant. 20th piece of information is the 17th has to resonate, the age 17, the number 17, 2017 or January 7th. You don't have to resonate with all of them, you just have to resonate with one. If you can resonate with multiple, all the more merrier. The 21st piece of information, once again, she was very like freeing, curious. Youthful. Let me see if I can get her passing. They always say heart attack to me. I don't know why that they do. But anyway, let's keep going. I'm going to add that to the list. So just one more thing that you would have to relate to. If it's not a heart attack, I know this kind of sounds silly because ultimately your heart fails with like a lot of situations. So that's why I kind of get confused when they say that because I'm not sure if they're trying to tell me like ultimately it led to my heart failing and then, me being passed away type of deal. The 22nd piece of information is the an N name absolutely has to be significant. She gave me Nancy. It doesn't necessarily have to be the name Nancy, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a female either. The 23rd piece of information is she was like either talking about a backyard or bacon. I'm really not too sure. She went pretty quick with it. Once again, a fun, just like an energy. And yeah, she's just like, she's really full of life. Once again, very youthful. 24th piece of information is she's saying the sitter. So if you're resonating with all of this information, like all 24 pieces of information so far, you would be considered the sitter. And when I bring you up and try to see if it builds a little bit more, you're definitely the sitter if it does start to resonate. So she's saying that you really resemble her, whether you guys were biologically like related by blood, or I'm sorry if I said that wrong. If you were really related by blood and or whatever the case may be, you really have like taken on a lot of her characteristics, and you also have brown hair just like her. Thank you for the heart, me soul. I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys so much for the support, the shares. Everything helps so much. Tapping the screen. I love it so much. Thank you. All right, and so the 25th piece of information, once again, she's bringing up the number 24. You absolutely have to resonate with that. That's super significant in some way. The 26th piece of information is she said that she dressed casual, like she wasn't too fancy or anything. She really just kind of liked to be comfy and casual. The 27th piece of information is she was showing me like a deck on a house. It was like a pretty big deck. Like it went from like the one end of the house to the other, and she just kind of showed me like her standing there. She didn't I feel like she stood there more than she sat on that deck. Um and then the 28th piece of information is an M name is significant for certain. 29th piece of information is I do feel like she passed away from either a heart attack or ultimately just her heart failing due to complications. Okay, so let's try this out. So if you can resonate with all 29 pieces of information, you would have had to hear everything, drop 100%. If you can't resonate with one thing, that's 99. Two things is 98. Three things is 97. 97 and below basically is just a postcard. Your loved one is very much in the room, but they just are not quite ready to give you a message. And that's not a bad thing, just sometimes messages take a little bit longer to get to. Okay, so we're kind of narrowing down here. Oh, and did I bring up the red truck? I feel like, or like the color red. I feel like it's red in regards to an object, definitely. So you have to resonate with that also. Okay. Krista, Kayla, you're at 99. JJ, you're at 98. I love that. Look at that. All the postcards. Amanda, you're at 100%. Sour cream, you're at 100%. Yeah, guys, I probably will just have to keep. Okay, did I have. Okay, so I have Wendy, I have Krista, I have LJ. Bama, I know you're at 99. Okay, I don't know why you're saying I think LJ. You do not come into somebody's room and say, I think it's this person, or whatever the case may be. If you think it's somebody, go run your own live. Honestly, that's how I feel about it. It just distracts me. I do think it's LJ, but I just think it was really disrespectful for somebody to be like, "Oh, I think it's LJ," like trying to push something forward. So once again, like, see, stuff like that throws me off. I'm like, oh yeah, I thought it was this person, or I thought it was this person. That's the two people that I felt like it was. And then now that person threw me off course. So it's just like really rude to read over somebody because just because you think it's one person, you could be getting completely different information and, like deciphering than I am. Yes, please do not do that. Oh my god, I read for you before. Somehow it's the same situation. I finished working out and was chilling. Okay, so then we're gonna get into some information just to see kind of like who the 100%ers. Sorry, Kayla, I know that you were at 99. I'm gonna try and stick with the 100% because I think I'm just gonna start pushing it forward that way type of deal. Because we are getting a lot of 100%, and that's not a bad thing. That's just your loved ones really trying to kind of looks like all the good grandmas are just joining together on the other side. Yes, we're all trying to connect with loved ones, and it really makes the situation hard. And I don't know that Bama or whoever it was. I don't think there's two Bamas in here, but it's like the type of situation. Like I don't know if you know LJ, you could be trying to push her forward type of deal. Okay, so the sitter, okay, so out of the 100%ers, there's a brother that they're bringing up. The brother isn't passed, the brother's living. So out of the 100%ers, LJ, Krista, Wendy, Amanda, who has a brother that's older and living? No, totally okay, Bama. That's why I just oh, Bahama. Sorry, that's why I got confused. Totally okay. I just that's one thing that you just don't want to do. It's not we have moderators in here and we know what we're doing. So, okay, so LJ and Amanda. That's so funny because that is the two people that I was thinking. So that did not help me whatsoever. Okay, and now the age, I think it's the age 41 that's coming through. So I have a 41, um, wait, January, February, March, April, April 1st. And yeah, that's about it. Could be 1941. Okay, so out of Amanda and LJ, what about for the number 41? Can you resonate with that? Or April 1st or 1941? I know that's kind of stretching it because sometimes it's harder with the math. So if you guys have to do math, I feel like she passed away around and definitely in her 70s as well. Oh my god, you guys are so close. That's so crazy. Okay. So it must be LJ. Amanda, you were so close. If this doesn't build with her, because I am gonna, older than 70s. Okay, because I didn't get older than 76, Amanda. It was anywhere from 60 to 76 type of deal. So just it seems like really huge postcards for you, Amanda. I'm so sorry. I love you guys so much that it's like I want it to be you, but sometimes it's really hard. Oh, Lily, we'll stick around. I'm not going to be doing a lot of reads today, but I am going to be live more often. So just keep that in mind, guys. I mean, I do a lot of free spirit leds, and then you can also buy you can also get on the list type of deal. There is somebody on the list right now. So Sammy, thank you so much for being patient too. Oh, Nicole, I love that. Okay, LJ, can I pull you up in the box? Yeah, girl. Love that response. Okay, I'm gonna follow you back here. Oh no. Oh, yay. Oh, sorry, I'm clicking around like a crazy woman. Hi, can you hear me, LJ? Oh no, I can't hear you. No, why does this always happen? Hold on, I'm gonna mute you for a second and then I'm gonna unmute you to see if that works. LJ, can you hear me? Hmm, what is going on here? You can hear me, but I can't hear you. I wonder if maybe I gotta turn you up here. Really? You guys can hear her? I swear it's with whatever is going on, probably with the double casting here. I might exit out of YouTube. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, Sammy, it looks like I'm gonna have to exit out of this. I'm gonna exit out of. Oh, I hope this doesn't ruin anything. Oh, I don't know what to do. Trying to think. Okay, yeah, try and request again. I'm gonna kick it down and then we'll try again. Guys, why do I always have problems like this? Hold on, Sammy, I think I'm just gonna exit out of this too.
Can you hear me now?
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh my god, I swear I heard something. Here, I'm gonna do this. Oh no. Hold on, LJ. I'm very patient. Hold on, give me one moment. I might just have to switch over to my microphone, which I'm gonna have to pull closer so there's no echo. So hopefully that works out. Hold on one second, guys. I'm so sorry. Technical difficulties. Well, it's in my headphones. I should hear in my headphones.
Can you hear me now?
Hold on, let me just put you on my speaker. what about now?
I can still hear you. I can still hear you.
Okay, probably nothing because I'm sure she responded to that. Hold on 1 second. Last ever, I'm just gonna switch it to my full speaker here. Okay, try talking now.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
I'm gonna kick you down one more time and then we're gonna try this way.
Okay.
Guys, I always have technical difficulties and it's quite down. Oh my god, I just think that you guys can't hear her now. Oh my, what the heck? I'm supposed to be using different. Yeah, Caitlin, I'm on studio. Okay, what about now?
I can still hear you. I don't think it's. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you actually. Hold on, let me see if I can switch you though, because I put you to the wrong speaker. So hopefully you're good at the other speaker too. I think this is what it is. Okay, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's coming from my computer or... Okay, you were better this way, so let's try this way. Okay, so I think I can hear you. Just say one word.
Hello?
Okay. Oh my god, you're so quiet though. Hold on, let me see. I'm so sorry, LJ. Thank you for being so patient with me here.
No, girl, it's okay.
Huh. Do. Okay, maybe this one's better. Hello.
Hello?
It's still so quiet.
I tried to turn my volume all the way up.
Okay, well, I can hear you a little bit, so we'll just try and do it this way. That way we can make it through. I'll sit close here, so. All right, so we are going to go through the list here and just kind of see how everything resonates for you. You said that were you on that? You said I read for you before?
It's the same situation, which is why I thought it was so weird. One day you came up on my For You page and I was falling asleep after exercising.
I think
It was so detailed and weird. You even knew about the microwave thing that we had going on.
Oh my gosh, how weird. Well, welcome back in. And I'm so glad that, another message can come forward for you. So that's amazing. So feeling into this, it does feel like your grandmother, but for some reason there's some sort of disconnect. So I don't know if this is somebody that wasn't like blood grandmother and that you just looked at like a grandmother. How does that resonate for you?
No, she's my grandmother.
Your grandmother? Okay, excellent. Was there some sort of like disconnect at some point? Like maybe like a family,
I moved 3 hours away and she wasn't super happy about it.
Oh, okay. That would make sense. And then what about for the second piece of information? Did you resonate with the 24th, 2024, or February 4th?
She died on December 24th.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So the 24th of the month. Gotcha.
Also, you had quickly mentioned October, but then you didn't mention it again. But my oldest brother, who was also, we used to have to stay over there. His birthday is the October 24th.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. And that's so funny because I think I used October for an example. And as I was saying it, I was like, I feel like that's relevant. But now I don't want to say it because I used it as an example. So thank you for that clarification. And so she is like a hoot. She really is. She has a great personality. It's very bright. She said that she had brown hair when she was younger. I believe she's showing me like I can never really tell ages. Like this could be like anywhere from like 20, I want to say like 28 to 33. She was showing me she had longer brown hair, skinnier frame, and it looked like she was showing me a picture. I do believe that it's just her or one other person. She seems pretty tan in the picture and just like I don't know, just very like she was just showing me back in the day when she was youthful also. How did that resonate?
Well, I keep that picture in my wallet. I found it in her house after she died.
You keep that picture where?
In my wallet.
Oh my gosh, that is
And
so
she's
cool.
standing alone, and you said something about a sun, and in the picture, her hair's to her shoulders is brown, and she's very skinny, and the sun is in the back of the picture.
Oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. Wow, this is definitely for you. I know a lot of people got postcards, but it's just a wonderful thing. Sorry, my husband's letting the dog in and out. Okay. And then the fourth piece of information is I got the name Barbara. Once again, it doesn't have to be Barbara and it doesn't have to be a female, but it does certainly feel like a B name is significant. How does that resonate?
Both of them resonate. Barbara was my aunt. That's my mama, my grandmother's stepdaughter. Her name was Barbara. It was my dad's half sister. And then also the B name is significant because we had our dads were addicts, and me, my brother, and my cousin Bailey had to stay with my grandmother off and on.
Oh my goodness, that is so wild that both of them resonated for you. That's a huge thing too in these reads is when you resonate with more, like I said, all the more merrier. It means it's definitely for you. I
That's
love
why I
that.
was like, girl, I'm telling you.
I know, you were right. And it threw me off with the one person. I was like, I want to pick LJ. I don't know. Like, sometimes I get like weary of things like that, but I'm so glad that I got to pull you up, and this is definitely for you. And it feels like she loved to smoke cigarettes. Like, I can tell you that much. She was a
She
smoker.
loved to smoke, and she never used her ashtray. Like she would just walk around and let the ashes fall on the floor. And after she had her stroke, my grandfather would get upset with her still smoking. So even though she wasn't completely in her mind, he would catch her outside smoking in the garage or trying to get into the car to sneak and smoke.
Oh my god, I just got goosebumps because that's exactly what I saw. Is it like a was it a detached garage? Like a
What was built onto that? My grandfather built it onto the house.
Wow, okay, because that's exactly, she showed me her like walking to a garage, but I didn't want to get that specific, but now I know to get that specific. Oh my God, how beautiful. And I'm just so sorry for your loss because she really is just such a beautiful spirit and a beautiful person, I should say, because they very much are just still here, as you can tell. Um, and so once again, like when I asked her about her personality, she would have explained herself as like fun and a ray of sunshine. Does that sound about right?
I think she's being sarcastic because she used to say that all the time and throw her arms up when she said it. But she was kind of spicy. But she was my safe place, you know. But
Oh,
she used to actually say that about herself. She would say, "I'm a ray of sunshine,"
oh my
and throw her
God.
arms out.
Too funny.
Um,
And I threw my arms right there, up right there. So she is just working through me. How crazy. See, even being a medium, sometimes things just are still always crazy type of deal. And then how is August significant?
her birthday is August.
Oh my gosh. And what about March?
March, okay, March is significant in a few ways. March is my daughter's birthday, March 1st.
Okay.
Um, and also, March is when I went to visit her the last time before she had her stroke.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry. And as soon as I said March, I don't know why she's bringing up, like, is it the 11th of a month or the age
It's the
11?
first. My daughter's 11, and her birthday is March 1st.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I heard you say March 1st, but I figured then it was probably in relevance to the age.
Yeah,
Wow.
she turned 11 this year.
Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations on that. Happy birthday to her. She's becoming a big girl. Jeez. Is she getting sassy?
A little bit. She's her first year in middle school, so she's doing it.
Good, good. And so, the next piece of information is, oh yeah, we went over that. Is that she made me feel like she would like have to like sneak away, type of deal when she wanted to smoke. So I feel like she was like intense in a good way and very nurturing.
Yeah, both. Both.
Okay.
Very intense, but also you knew you were safe.
Oh, I love that. And what about either the 21st of a month, 2021, or February 1st?
Hold on, my mind just went blank.
That's okay.
Oh, okay. That's what I was gonna say. I was 21 when I moved. The year I turned 21 was the year that I moved 3 hours away.
Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, that would definitely make sense. And then the 13th piece of information that I had was something about like a red object. It felt like a truck or a vehicle.
It's a Jeep. It's a 2008 Jeep Compass, and it's like apple red. And my grandfather gave it to me after my mama died.
Oh
Just
my.
gave it to me.
Oh,
It's red. It's out in my driveway right now.
oh, no way. That's so beautiful too. Just to have that memory around and to be able to sit in there. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
It still smells like the cigarettes.
I was thinking that. I was gonna ask, do you like vape in there?
I do. I need to not do that, but yeah.
Yeah, because yeah, that's so funny that she made me feel that way. And then it feels like you have a lot on your plate right now. Like when I asked her about you, like she said that like you feel really like lost and lonely right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a hard time, but my parents have been helping me through it. I
Oh,
just had my daughter. She moved off to college, and my son, he got expelled, so he's going on like online school, and my youngest daughter's dealing with bullying. I'm trying to go back to work. I don't know. It's just I've had the best, worst summer I think
oh.
possible.
I gotcha. Yeah, I can tell. Like, she kept bringing that up. Just like there's a lot of weight on your chest right now. And we'll get to the message that she wants to bring forward because I have a suspicion that that's, kind of what she wants to talk about of just how things are going to change, that type of deal. And then she was directing me towards her chest. I don't know if it was like, it seemed like a necklace that she was trying to show me.
Yeah, so right before you were giving the information, because my family is, especially my mom, we're really into the, I guess you call it woo woo, just the spirits and all of that. So I was talking to her and I was like, tell her about the necklace. I was like,
Oh,
please tell me about the necklace because there's this big, ugly ladybug necklace that she told me that she would give it to me when she died. She never got to give it to me, but for some reason, my grandpa found a bag of old jewelry and he told me, pick out what you want. I already let everybody else look through it. And what was left was the necklace.
oh
So
my God. She's like, you're taking that necklace. How did she say? She's like, I'm gonna
so I
find.
was like, please let her, if she says something about the necklace.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy because prior to this, I usually don't like pull out my deck of cards, but I really felt she did feel very spiritual and like woo woo type of deal. So that's like incredibly amazing. Um, and what about books was significant? She did say that she loved to read, but also she said there's a specific book that I feel like you bought kind of recently, like maybe the past 3 months or something like that, that she's urging you to read. Does that make sense?
I just finished it yesterday. When my daughter left for college, I said I was going to try to get happy again. Like I was going through a lot. So I got this book. Well, actually, my daughter got it and brought it home to me. It was a $2 book from Goodwill. And I used to read so much when I would stay with her. And I said, I'm gonna start doing things that I love again. Like I'm gonna start reading again. I'm gonna start doing this again. And
Oh,
then I finished the book yesterday and found out it was like a series. I didn't know it was a series. And so
oh,
I ordered the the next one. And
Oh,
so the book was so significant because I was gonna start doing the things when my daughter left. But it was a good book, and I read it in 2 days.
oh my gosh, good for you, girl. You go. I could not read a book in 2 days. Yeah, she was really highlighting that. And I do think that she's highlighting you should read the rest of the series. I feel like there's going to be one of them that you really resonate with because it's like storytelling, right? It's not like,
Yeah, it's
what,
funny you said resonate. That's really funny because my name is Lindsay, and I jog a lot, I exercise a lot. My birthday's in September. No, I don't care that people hear my info. They're not fixing it. I don't care.
yeah.
But anyways, the
I
book
love
that
you
I
too,
read
buddy.
was
Oh my,
about a girl, and her name was Lyndon. Her birthday was 27, and her favorite hobby was running.
oh my
And
good.
I didn't know that till I read the book, and I was like, wow, that's really crazy.
Oh my gosh, how cool. Wow, she is just doing such a great job. No wonder why. See, that spiritual connection really pulls you through. It's amazing. And so the next piece of information is she was just kind of like, oh, your grandfather's here. I do feel like he passed away after her. Is that accurate?
Yeah, he passed after her, and I think she's probably really happy that he's there.
Okay, so yeah, she was definitely acknowledging that. How beautiful. And then the next piece of information, once again, she was just kind of highlighting that you're going through a lot. And once again, we'll kind of just get to that at the end with the message because I do feel like there's going to be a lot of relevance in regards to that. And what about the month of July being significant?
The month of July, my daughter that just went to college, her birthday is July 12th.
Oh my,
And my mom, who is also like a daughter to my grandmother, her birthday is July 21st. So,
oh,
like, either way you go. You know.
oh my gosh, wow, I love that. That's amazing. And I felt like I got a lot of months that I'm like, oh my God, this is too many. I don't know how this could resonate. So it always surprises me at that point. And then the next piece of information is I got the number 17. I feel like 17 is significant or the 17th of a month. It could be 2017 or January 7th.
I was having my, I was already, when I was 17, she found out that I was having my second baby.
Oh, okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense. That's what I felt right there. Okay.
that was a mess.
Aw. And I feel like she was like very like just free, curious, and she felt youthful like up until the time that she passed as well. Does that sound accurate?
Yeah, she was. I could tell stories for days. I'm not going to, but yeah, she was.
Oh, I love that. And then the next piece was like an end name being significant. I did get Nancy, but once again, it doesn't always have to be a female. It doesn't always have to be the name Nancy, but an end name would be significant.
Yeah, it could go either way. Her maiden, well, my mom, who she was like her daughter. My kids call her Nana, and also her maiden name.
Okay. I did kind of feel like I don't know who said it in the chat, but someone said they said Nana, I believe, but that's like what I was getting is that she was relating it to like a grandmother nickname. So awesome. That's perfect. And then what about this like backyard or bacon? How is that significant?
That's really weird and really really detailed because I always do my meditations and when I talk to my spirit guides and I leave my little trinkets like my pennies and stuff with the trees. I know that's so weird, but I do that in the backyard. But there's also this huge burnt spot next to my porch. It's like black. It's a big black circle where I pour the bacon grease or sausage grease, and it's like has a permanent black
Oh,
spot in my yard, and it's right to my right. I'm sitting on the porch now.
oh my gosh, no way. That is so cool. I love that you do that too, that you hang little trinkets and things like that in the tree. That's so beautiful. That is
In
too
the
funny about
backyard.
the bacon stuff. I was like, I don't know why this happened, but hey, I'm gonna honor it. And then the 24th piece of information is it feels like you really are a lot like her. Like you're one of the people out of the family that are the most like her. Would that make sense?
Yeah, she would. I think maybe we're like twins when it comes to personality.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, just like that's why I felt like you ingrained a lot of her, like her personality within you.
Definitely.
And then so how was oh, I think we yeah, so did you say the 24th? Was that in 24? Was that significant in two ways? Is that why she brought it up? Or three ways? Is
Yes.
that
So the 24th is she died December 24th on Christmas Eve.
okay?
And also you mentioned October, but then you kind of passed by it. And my brother, who you said that I would have a brother that's older, we had to stay off and on with her because, like I said, my dad was an addict, and his birthday is October 24th.
Oh my goodness.
So
Okay.
death day and birthday, both.
Oh my goodness, that is wild. Is there it's okay if you can't think of it right now. Is there another reason that cuz she brought it up 3 times. So usually there's like three sort of relevance to the number 24.
Actually, when I was sitting in my bathroom floor, I had the three reasons, but now that I'm outside, I'm kind of tongue-tied.
You're
Um,
totally okay. It was a lot of information too that came through. I usually don't do lists this long, so she's like, "I'm gonna make sure that I get what I need to get through," type of deal. And I feel like she really kind of just dressed casual and comfy. Like I feel like she dressed
yeah,
kind of like hot when she was younger, but like just like started to kind of just dress casual.
yes. When you said that, I knew because her idea of dressing up was her putting on a t-shirt and folding the sleeve up, and then she would just add some gold earrings.
Oh my God, I love that. So I get that too. Okay, yeah, the casual feel. Hey, I might have to steal that idea though one day. I like that.
She always looked nice, but it was always just like jeans and a t-shirt, shorts and a t-shirt, and if it was something fancy, she'd throw her gold earrings on.
Oh my gosh, I love that. And a nice, easy way. That's how she definitely made me feel. And then at that point, after she was like bringing up her casual outfits, she was saying that um, she was talking about like a deck on a house. I am not sure if it was like
Yeah. Hmm.
her house. Was it her? It feels like it just feels like a home. Like that's all I can really tell. And it feels like the deck is from one side to the other side of the house.
Yes, my grandpa, he built that deck by hand, and it goes from one side all the way to the other, and they put like a pool in the middle. It's beautiful. And they live on a hill, so when they built the deck, they had to get like these big, tall, like wooden things to hold it up. So like the deck goes from side to side of the house, but it's actually up in the air.
Oh my
Like
gosh, how
it's flat with the surface if from the eye, like if you're looking straight at it to the backyard. But
uh,
it goes from one side to the other, and it's like kind of in the air, like on a hill.
oh my gosh, how crazy. And was she more of like a stander than a sitter? Because she showed me standing on the deck. Typically, I'd see someone like sitting down outside, but she was just like
Mhm.
kind of standing there with her hands like this, like on her hips type of deal.
Stop, listen. Okay, she stood so much, and she started buying those Skechers step up tennis shoes to help with her back because she couldn't sit down. Um,
No.
and the what's so funny is the other night, that's how she walked. She walked with her hands closed behind her back to the point that everybody noticed. And my stepdad was like talking about my youngest daughter walking around because she had her hands behind her back, and he was like, "She's walking just like your grandma."
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
we called her Mama, but he said she's walking just like your mama.
Oh, oh my gosh, how crazy that, yeah, because that wasn't, I was like, why aren't you sitting down? And she's like, I was just more of a stander. So, wow, that's amazing. Um, and what about the M name being significant? She didn't give me much more to the M
Well,
name.
we called her Mama,
Oh
which
yeah,
is
that's right. You just said that too. So crazy. Okay. And
my mom.
so I know you said that she had a stroke. Is there a reason that she would say like a heart attack or like
Okay,
ultimate?
so it's both. At first, it was a stroke, And so she went and had the stents put in, and then she eventually died. I was actually there. I went and cleaned her mouth out and fixed her
Oh,
blankets a couple of hours before she died. But
I love
she did
it.
have um, at the end the heart attack and like organ failure because she was able to die at home. So like it just all happened at once.
Yeah. Oh my
But yeah, it was
goodness. I am
definitely
so sorry. Jeez, for her to go through that too. Oh. Okay, and then what about 41? It can be April 1st or 1941. Which one did you resonate with?
um well that's her birth year. Um
Oh,
I I, I can DM you a picture of the headstone. But
oh my God.
in
Wow.
April, I don't know about the date, but in April is when she had her stroke.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Was it more so towards the beginning of the month? Or was it the
Yes.
5th?
That's why I said I don't know. When you said April, I remembered April. But her that definitely that's her birth
Okay.
years.
Okay, gotcha. And then you said she passed away when she was 71. That was how you resonated with that?
Yeah,
Oh
she was
my
71.
goodness. I am so sorry for your loss. And let's see, because she had a lot to say. So let's see what else she has to say here. Let's see why she came through, because I feel like she really does want to give you some guidance here.
I know she does. It's, I feel like even though she's saying it's a hard time now, she knows it's always been a hard time. So like I think it's I don't know if she's just talking about right now or just overall.
It feels like she's talking about like right now. There's something very heavy on your chest because you just feel like lost and lonely, as if you're trying to find your place in a situation
Yeah,
that you're
the definitely
unsure of.
and they're exactly the same, and
Well,
everybody's leaving and coming, and I don't
w-
know.
wait, what did you say, LJ? I'm sorry, I couldn't even hear that.
I said, yeah, it's
Okay.
sure. You're right.
So, okay, so she's saying that even in the past you kind of dealt with a lot. Like it feels like you kind of look back a lot in the past and you're like, "Dang, I wish I would have listened to my intuition for that type of deal." Does that make sense?
Yeah, all the time, all
Yeah.
the time.
But it feels like right now that you are like looking forward and trying to move past this, and she wants you to know that you are certainly going to find yourself again through this. It feels like just really a transitional point for you. She's just letting you know that you are going to find your way to like, she's saying like the sunflowers, the sun again. She loves that, it seemed.
Can you hear me?
Me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You said find your way to the sunflowers.
Yeah.
Okay. When I was little, my papa made me a my grandfather made me a birdhouse, and she painted a big sunflower on the side of it. And so now I use sunflowers as a way to feel close. So I keep the background on my phone, sunflowers, and we drive past the sunflowers down the street all the time because
Oh.
she painted that sunflower on my birdhouse.
Oh my gosh, how crazy that she worded it that way too. Like she specifically just showed me that sunflower, and I love that. And so it's just like really symbolic of just being like there's that light at the end of the tunnel, and she's like I know that you know that, but it feels like it's been a while since you guys connected, even though you talked to her when you talked to her still, that it feels like you needed that confirmation from her to know that like you're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. She is saying that you're really going to have to battle your intuition and find that balance with your intuition and your discernment, if that makes sense to you. To not fall into like situations that you're like blind to. She's really urging you that you have a wonderful gift and you need to keep following it and not second guessing it, even when people kind of push you in that direction. She's saying, listen to yourself. Screw them. If you have to, not like necessarily leave them behind completely, but if you have to look out for yourself, go ahead and look out for yourself, because she's saying that this gift that you have is very beautiful. And she's also saying that if you continue to just listen to your intuition and move through these challenges, that you definitely will be able to kind of, what do they say? Reap, or not, do they say reap the seeds that you sow? Is that what it is?
Hmm. I know the saying you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's saying that. So just basically like the seeds that you've planted throughout your life, they took a lot more time than you expected, but you're definitely going to see the benefits of that. I feel like you were also, she's saying, like blindsided by something that happened with another individual. Does that make sense?
Yeah, in a bunch of different ways.
Okay. It's she's referencing something. It feels like in regards to a male. Does that make sense? Like something more recent with a male?
Yeah, probably my boyfriend.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so
I
and
can
did you
think of a few ways why she would say that.
what did you say? I'm sorry, LJ.
No, I said I could think of a few reasons why she would say that about him.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, it feels like, sometimes people just know within, they're like, "Yep, I got it." I know when I get reads, I'm like, "That makes sense." And then did you have questions for like a specific question for her or anything like that?
I do. I don't know if you can answer it, but I do. So, the day that I was taking my daughter to college, which was a huge step because when I was younger than her, I was homeless and pregnant with her.
Oh my
So it was a
goodness.
big, sad, happy day, and I felt really sad that my mama wasn't here. So I sat on the front porch and I asked her, like, I need you to show me something. And the necklace was a ladybug. And I said, I want you to show me a ladybug, but I'm not talking about these house ladybugs, these orange ones that get in the light. I need to hear a song. I need to hear a picture. Somebody call somebody that. But I didn't hear anything or see anything. And then 2 days later, I was watching this random movie on Tubi. And this was last weekend. I
Oh
had
my
pulled
god.
up a movie on Tubi, and in the movie, the little girl was laid on the grass. Her mom died, and a ladybug crawled up on her hand, and she asked the ladybug, "Is that you?" She was talking about her dead loved one, and it was so specific. Well, Could is was it her?
It was definitely her. Oh my gosh, I have goosebumps because she's over here like shaking you, like, yes, it was me. I tried, to give you the exact sign that you wanted, type of deal. And she doesn't want you to, she's like, don't overly judge the signs. Like, take them, like, when you ask for them, especially something specific like that, like what a beautiful story. She definitely is presenting herself to show you how much, she is there for you. Even though I know you know, but that's just even more confirmation of why she came through today, to give you that advice, and just to let you know, like, stop being so like hard on yourself, and really, once again, trust that intuition that you have, because you're accurate on it. You're spot on, I can tell you that much.
That's
All
really
right,
good to hear.
LJ. Well, anything last for me? Any last questions?
No, that was perfect.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you so much for allowing me to connect with your loved one again. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, okay? Let me know if you want the notes. You guys can always message me, and I'll send you the notes so you have them on hand.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I appreciate your
No, that's
patience.
okay. No, you're fine.
Okay, you have a good one. Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh my goodness, how freaking beautiful. I know that was amazing. I know I need to go get my headphones from downstairs because they're probably here by now. Because I don't know what the heck happened. I don't know if it was like because my speaker is on or what. And I need to do Sammy because he's on the list. And then I'll probably hop back on too. So the new screen. I don't know what you're talking about. What new screen? Oh my god, yeah, they're delivered. Okay, so I need to go downstairs and I need to get new headphones so guys, we don't have any technical difficulties. And then I do also have to take some meat out for dinner. But I will be back on. I'm sorry that was a short one. Sammy's gonna be on the list for the first read, but I will be doing Spirit Lads after. Or if you want to book a live read, then we can definitely go ahead and do so. For my live reads, I don't know where the pricing is. I never remember. It's 15 minutes for 20 or 20 minutes for 25. That's what it is. I always like to look at my piece of paper though. It's like a crumpled up piece of, oh yeah, see, 15, this is the piece of paper that I've held on to. Oh, look, I moved my stuff so long. This is how I know my pricing right here. 15 for 20 or 15 minutes for 20 or 20 minutes for 25. I'm sorry guys that I'm not going to be able to pray us out real quick. We have quite a few people in here too, 21 people. I just want to say all of you guys, thank you for being so patient. I will be back on. Oh, thank you, Nicole. I appreciate that so much. Aw. Hey, stick around for real. Turn your notifications on for me. I'm gonna be live more often. Cause just setting things up. We're gonna be there's lots of good stuff coming that I think you guys will like. So follow, turn your notifications on because there's gonna be even more opportunities for just wonderful things for you guys. To be able to just get guidance and grow and just make this community just exactly what it was supposed to be and all about love. So I love you guys so much, and I'm gonna exit out of here so my husband doesn't get, not, he would never get angry, but so I don't get agitated that my food's taking too long, really is what it is. So thank you guys so much for being here. I will probably post as a status when I'm coming back on. Yeah, and then we'll kind of just go from there. Aw, you're welcome, LJ. Thank you for being a part of that. That was so beautiful. It's crazy too because there's so many parallels with some of the readings. Like ladybugs came up I think it was yesterday. I can't even remember, but it's just so crazy that like spirit talks through spirit and they send messages. Thank you, Barbara, for the heart me. I appreciate it. Thank you guys all for the follows and the heart me's and the shares and the taps. Like, I appreciate it so much. You have no clue. Anybody that's gotten a read from me, you can go to my website, mindfulmagic.store. In the menu, there's the reviews section. If you could leave a review, it really helps me out just to kind of build my confidence and keep providing free spirit led readings at the prices that I do. So I just appreciate your guys' time, and I will see you later. If you got in here a little bit, yes, the website is mindfulmagic.com. Here, I'll type it in the chat real quick. So right here, this is the website. If you ever gotten a read from me, you can once again go to the menu, and in that section there's gonna be, it will say reviews. It's super simple. You don't even have to put your real name. You could do an anonymous name, and yeah, just really helps me out. So thank you so much. Screenshot that, LJ, because I'm about to exit out here. All right, guys, so I'm heading out here. Once again, I love you guys so much. I think I said that 5 billion times. I'm about to get things ready, and I will be back later tonight. Hopefully, it's not a crazy crowd, but hey, we'll see, I guess. All right, bye, guys.